show today, the joy of hot air ballooning. A startup brings it to you. Sky Waltz on What's Your Story. Put on your sales hat. We head to Starting Up at Startup Saturday for a special workshop on sales. And finally, get rid of all those paper forms while applying for your exam. It's no paper forms on elevator pitch. So here's a trivia question for you. Let's see if you can answer it. What's the oldest successful human-carrying flight technology? Any guesses? Well, believe it or not, it's the hot air balloon that was invented way back in 1783. The good news is a startup has actually got hot air ballooning here in India. Survey Goyal took flight and brings us the story of Sky Waltz.
The hiss of the burner, inflating of the balloon and the all-set attitude to fly away in the pristine sky. This is what defines Sky Waltz. The hot air balloon flight in Jaipur that even tempted me to put my best foot forward. Well, I'm all set for my maiden balloon flight. Wish me luck, guys. It was an experience that took me from the foothills of the famous Amer Fort to the uphill Aravali Hills. Sky Waltz, established in 2007 by Jay Thakur and Samit Garg, was a passionate step taken after their visit to Bristol. Drawn into the exhilarating experience themselves, the duo took the risk of bringing something new to the Indian tourism landscape. With personal savings and VC funding of 2 crore rupees and permission from the Ministry of Civil Aviation, Sky Waltz took flight in India. But without any prior knowledge whatsoever in the space, the journey in the sky did come up against some torrent winds.
Everything was a challenge because India has no history of proper commercial ballooning. So everything that we had to bring in was a learning for not just us, but also the authorities, because they had never experienced something like that. So we had hired one of the topmost consultants based out of Europe. He's a celebrity and he's a stalwart in his own right. So he was brought in. He made not only us understand, but also face the authorities, some questions and things like that.
The hot air balloon itself gains its name from the hot air, which carries the balloon within the sky. The balloon is called the envelope, which has a burner within, engulfing it with hot air. Right below is the gondola, which carries its passengers. Sky Waltz has so far flown over 2,500 passengers in its balloon. Passengers who come from across the world to enjoy the skies and sometimes even celebrate special occasions.
We're on holiday in India and it's our 15th anniversary, wedding anniversary. So we decided to choose this ride for this occasion in this country.
The flying season lasts only 6 to 8 months. Hence, it's important that the demand is completely tapped into.
So we have to be very, very thick and close with the travel fraternity. When I say travel fraternity, I mean the travel agents, both based in India and abroad, because they are the ones who then help us creating a customer base before we actually start.
No wonder almost 90% of Sky Waltz business come from these travel agents. Flying during 8 months per year, Sky Waltz flights cost up to $300 per person. Each flight lasts for an hour. But lifting the passenger's basket gently and taking it over the sandy stretches is the work of pilots flown in from US, UK and Germany, who try their best to make the journey a memorable one.
Whole bunch of different balloon sizes, but then we're starting from a no basket balloon or 1-person balloon till now 36 or 40 passengers on board.
Well, I had only 4 passengers with me, and let me tell you guys, I was thoroughly enjoying my treat up in the air that was going higher and higher. breeze in my hair. Started to feel a little chilly as well. But as we can see, some green patches down there, some shots of city, and of course a wide range of mountain from the height of 2,800 feet above the ground level. Catching on these frequent flights, Skywalls has earned revenue of 2 crore rupees and expects to touch the mark of 5 crore rupees by 2013. But the balloon safari that floats above castles and forts can also be cashed on for other potential activities besides flying passengers.
There is a huge side to the advertising as well, which is globally extensively used, because see, it's a flying hoarding at the end of the day. It's a 10-story building, the size of balloons that we fly, the 8-passenger balloons, once they stand, they're almost like 100 feet. So it's a massive flying hoarding and give you a 3-dimensional scope. Events and incentive programs is again a different perspective, because that is where we have these night glow concerts, which could be a fantastic experience for anyone, because you have the balloons as backdrop, the way the whole music is synced with the firing of the balloon cylinders, the fire. The whole experience that you see is like a glowing balloon dancing on the beats of the music.
I just finished one of the wishes in my bucket list. So next it's you on the list to dance your way up in the air.
Well, you have